Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to Guys Magic. This is Hunter and Shane. Set up, Shane.
What's up, nerds?
We are back today, being September 5th, 2024. Another day of Duskmourn spoilers. That is right. This set in specific, I don't know why they're just like really stretching out the spoiler season, but this is going till the 12th, and we're on the
Dang,
5th today.
cool.
So, not a lot of cards to talk about each day because of that reason, but we will talk about some spicy ones today. We got 6 to talk about. Just the rares and a couple uncommons from today. If you guys wanted to check out all of the commons and uncommons and the things we don't talk about, check our Instagram at Guys at Magic, description link. But let's go ahead and talk about these brand new cards from today. We will start with this first one. It is called Silent Hallcreeper. It's 1 and a blue for a 1/1 enchantment creature horror. It says Silent Hallcreeper can't be blocked. And it also says whenever it deals combat damage to a player, choose one that hasn't been chosen. You can put 2+1/+1 counters on Silent Hallcreeper, or you can draw a card, or it says it becomes a copy of another target creature you control. Jane,
Okay.
mono blue. What do we think?
I'm kind of confused, but I guess I'm not. One that hasn't been
Okay.
chosen. It's just like forever. It only does 3 things and it does nothing.
Yeah, I mean, eventually it'll be a copy of something. It'll draw you a card and it will get bigger.
Got it.
And it
Okay.
still can't be blocked, so that's cool.
Yeah, I like it for like any kind of blue tempo deck. You can just have
Mhm.
like standard. That sounds really good.
Yeah, I
Can't be
agree.
blocked is really important too, I think here.
Very important. I mean, especially if you have a creature that does combat damage, which we will talk about in the next card. And it's kind of perfect ramp because this is 2 mana. The next card we're talking about is 3 mana. It becomes a copy of another target creature and it does some
Yeah.
awesome stuff on combat damage. This can be very mean to somebody.
Yeah. Become a target or become a copy of something just big and scary. Yeah, and then now it's like, oh, can't block it. Bummer.
Bummer. Free damage.
I
Yeah, I
like
think
it,
this
and he's
card,
terrifying
this
looking.
card, yeah, it'll see play on the early game. If you don't have something to copy, obviously you're just going to draw a card. And then you can make this a 3/3. Obviously, it's after it deals combat damage. So unfortunately, it's not a 3/3 when it connects the first time.
Yeah.
But that second time, it can do something.
Yeah.
But yeah, I
Very,
like it.
very playable. Very playable.
Very, very playable. Speaking of very playable cards, let's talk about this next insane one. It's called Unstoppable Slasher. It is 2 and a black for a 2/3 creature zombie assassin. It's got Death Touch, and it says whenever it deals combat damage to a player, they lose half their life, rounded up. And then if it dies, if it had no counters on it, return it to the battlefield tapped under its owner's control with 2 stun counters on it. What?
You know, I think they're getting a little carried away here. So much of just you lose half your life in this set. Like, what's happening?
Yeah. And I mentioned the card before, right? Turning into this. Played Silent Hallcreeper turn 2, played this turn 3. You hit somebody for damage, they lose. Then you turn that into a copy of this, and then now the unstoppable slasher is unblockable. So
The
that's
unblockable,
guaranteed
stoppable.
to lose half their life. And if you want to go real crazy,
Go
speaking of
crazy.
standard, let's talk about Bloodletter of Aclazotz. That's in standard right now.
Card's
Play this
dumb.
turn 3, play that turn 4, hit in with turn no, just hit in with turn 4 and you win the game because they lose half their life and then Bloodletter gets rid of the other half.
All right, cool. Love it. I love this card. This card's dumb.
Card is dumb. Any zombie fan, any Wilhelt deck, if you will love this card.
Yeah.
This is considered one of those outlaws because it's an assassin too, so it fits in nicely with the last set of outlaws of Thunder Junction. It goes well with a lot of things in standard. It goes well with just a lot of cards in Commander too. Just hitting someone for 20 damage with a 3-drop. Yeah, that's nice.
Nothing to scoff at. They're doing a good job of making this set very scary.
hmm
So far, I'm scared.
Yeah, and it just comes back every time. Just as soon as those, because the stun counters they leave, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if this wasn't killed with a stun counter on it, then it's gonna come back with a stun counter. So hard to get rid of, unstoppable, if you will.
Mm-hmm.
And how often are people gonna block with Death Touch? Probably pretty often because they don't want
Well,
to lose half their life.
and now they might. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Nuts card, good, I'm terrified of this
Nuts
card.
card nuts, dude.
Yeah, seriously. Let's talk about the last rare from today. It is the green Leyline from this set. It's Leyline of Mutation. 2 and 2 green for an enchantment. So if it's in your opening hand, you could begin the game with it on the battlefield. You may pay white, blue, black, red, green rather than pay the mana cost for spells that you cast. This might be the worst Leyline I've ever seen.
But that's sick. That's super sick, dude. In a commander with 5 colors that you have big scary things and now just cost 5. That's very
Sure,
playable.
sure. This is going to be a really bulk rare card. This will probably be my pre-release promo. I'm going to be really sad about it,
I
but
think it's pretty good still, dude. I like it.
I hate it.
Sounds like it.
Correct me if
Jeez.
I'm wrong down in the comment section, but
I think you might be a little bit wrong.
this card's not good.
I think you're underestimating the power of just paying only 5 for big scary things.
Sure. Yeah, I guess so. But I'm not a fan of this card. Wooburg is a lot to
Well, it's
get to.
5.
I know. Just saying. Wooburg is a lot. You have to have those specific colors.
Duh.
So I don't know. And if you draw this later, is that good for 4 mana?
I maybe still. Honestly, I don't know. I think in Commander, this is very playable in my opinion.
If you say so. I
I'm
don't see
saying
it.
so. Let's have
I
a
don't see
fight in the
it.
comments.
All right. Comment down below. All right, so that was the last rare. Let's move on to 3 uncommons, and that'll be the end of the video. It's quick, short,
Oh,
sweet. So this card is called Orphans of the Wheat. It's 1 and a white for a 2/1 creature human. It says whenever it attacks, tap any number of untapped creatures you control. Orphans of the Wheat gets +1/+1 until end of turn for each creature tapped this way.
it's like a weird convoke,
Yeah.
kinda.
So there's a lot of ways in standard. I'm gonna go back to standard. There's a
Okay.
lot of ways in standard right now. Let's say you play this on turn 2. On turn 3, you play that make 3 bunnies.
Mm-hmm.
Swing in with this, tap those 3 bunnies it just made. It gets +3/+3, so it turns into a 5/4 on turn 3 is pretty good.
I guess that is pretty good. And the
Yeah.
art is terrifying.
Art is
I
terrifying.
don't
It's
like
just
that. Kind of creepy.
lurking.
And they're just like staring at
Um,
me.
yeah, I feel like this set uncommons they're pretty solid.
Yeah, this
I
seems
know you and
playable.
David talked yesterday about some uncommons and pretty good ones.
Yeah. I
Uh,
This doesn't seem like. I mean, I get why it's uncommon, right? It's not good enough to be seeming like a rare to me, but
this one, no, yeah,
I
it is
yeah,
cool though.
I can see what you're saying though. In that situation where you can, 'cause I guess whatever you play, if it has summoning sickness now, you can do something with it. That
Yeah,
being
you
said,
can.
you're open for attacks the next round, so careful.
That is true. That is true. So you got to be careful with that. But I like. I'm okay with this card. I think it'll see play.
Ooh, what about that? This would be a good thing to enable that well. No, the fountain, the Halo fountain, because normally with
Okay,
that you
yeah,
have to like attack in with everything, and that
it's
makes it,
true.
you then that means they could be blocked. But now with this, you could tap them safely and then win the game with Halo fountain. That'd be
That
mean.
is also true. Look at you finding ways to break
Look at
cards.
that. I just thought about that. That's you get those once in a while. I get that.
Hey, pat yourself on the back, man. That was
All right,
good.
man. Look, let's go take it.
Moving on to the next one. This is a popular Egotist. It's 2 and a black for a 3/2 creature human rogue. Has an ability you can pay 1 and a black, sacrifice another creature or enchantment. Popular Egotist gains indestructible down to turn. Tap it. It also says whenever you sacrifice a permanent, target opponent loses 1 life and you gain 1 life. Hey Shane, did you know treasures are permanents?
Treasures are permanents. I knew that.
And it doesn't say only happens once. So if you sack a bunch of treasures to do something, you're just draining someone and gaining life.
I like that. So if someone plays the dockside and I have a bunch of treasures, I'll just crack them now. I won't be
There you
afraid.
go. Don't be afraid. Your treasures do something on when you have nothing else.
Yeah.
But this card's good.
This is
It's
an
also got a
interesting card. Yeah.
sacrifice engine in it, which is
Mm-hmm.
cool. Protects itself. It does a lot for, once again, an uncommon.
This is weird. It feels like it's in a like beginner deck because it has reminder text there, but just an uncommon, obviously. Weird.
Yeah. I don't know. I think it's this is gonna see play, especially in the EDH. We talk about the
Yeah.
aristocrat strategy often. I think this is a really good card to throw into that. You're always sacrificing things in the aristocrat strategy, so
Yeah.
just one of those enablers. You just staple in there that deck. Here you go. Here's another toy.
Hmm. Super mean art too. It's like, you can have this one. I'm gonna make it alive.
Exactly. Moving on to the final card, we're talking about probably some of the coolest art, which is probably why it's talked about today. It's Fear of Infinity. 1 blue black for a 2/2 enchantment creature nightmare. It's got flying and lifelink, and it says it can't block. It's also got Eerie, which means whenever an enchantment you control enters, and whenever you fully unlock a room, you may return Fear of Infinity from your graveyard to your hand.
A little bit of recursion, and that's cool. I mean, I
Yeah.
guess if you're playing with this very niche mechanic that just came out in this set.
It's not just rooms, though. It's any enchantments. So any
Okay,
enchantment
sorry, you're right. You're
enters,
right.
this goes back to your hand. 3 mana, 2/2 flying lifelink seems good.
That
Granted,
is
it
true.
can't block. Who cares? And that art, A plus.
That's really cool. It's like what's that? Snake eating its tail, or the word that I think. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
Sure.
Yeah, someone's gonna put the comment there for me.
Yeah, someone will
Ouroboros,
comment that
something like
one.
that. Yeah.
Or yeah, sure. Um, but yeah, I like this card. I think it'll see play. I'm really curious to see how many enchantment decks are going to make it into standard. I think there's going to be quite a bit,
Yeah.
especially from this set. It's
This
all
one's
about
this is a
enchantment
Demir
creatures.
enchantments too. I wanted this to be like Orzhov or something, but whatever.
Whatever, man. It's got recursion.
Whatever.
Gotta have black stable on it, right?
Yeah. True. This will be a really cool play mat too. Like if you can
Yes,
extend that to be a full play mat,
that would be really
that'd be
cool.
pretty cool.
But yeah, that is going to do it for us today. Like I said, short, sweet, to the point, just 6 cards. If you wanted to see the rest, check the description for our Instagram at Guys of Magic in the description as well. Twitter and our TikTok at Guys of Magic for those two.
Hmm.
Comment down below. What are you guys' favorite card that we talked about today? Before we wrap things up, Shane, what was your favorite card from
Thought you
today?
were gonna forget. Now let me say my favorite card.
Mm-hmm.
I'd be very upset. It's the silent Hallcreeper, creeper, whatever, the blue one.
Hallcreeper?
Yeah, that one. That's the one I'm thinking of.
Hail Scraper.
Hey, it was cool. It's blue. It's unblockable. I like it.
Um,
But
man, I
yours
think
is definitely
the
zombie.
Unstoppable Slasher is probably the easy one to go here, but I'm gonna actually go with the popular Egotist. I think
Mm.
the idea of just sacrificing treasures and just kind of running around that and draining people and gaining life, it's always a fun way to win the game and stapled onto a body. Not bad.
I could
Wish
have
it said
sworn,
each
but
opponent, but it is target, so
that's true.
that's why
That's
it's
true.
uncommon. But yeah, once again, comment down below. What was your guys' favorite card today? Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already, because you don't want to miss out on all these videos. It's spoiler season. Like I said, we're going till the 12th of last day of spoilers. It's a long time from now, 7 days. So, yeah, stay up to date. On the screen right now, all of our Patreon subscribers. Thank you guys so much for added support. If you guys want to check out what they're seeing, which is not here on YouTube, check the description as well and see that link to our Patreon and consider subscribing. And until the next video, hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Peace.
Bye.